Hey yo, what's good? You know what it is. And you are back with another episode of No More Timeouts. You know you rocking with your boy JJ. You know who it is, your boy Rosh. And we are back. What's up, brother? How you doing? What you
What's
sipping, water?
good? What's good? Just water, man. You know,
You
it's
got
still
water?
we still got some sunlight. You know, nothing crazy in the cup yet. How you doing though? You all right?
I'm just kidding. It's my day off. You know, I'm happy one.
Little margarita. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm chilling. You know, it's another day. Decided to do a show outside today. It was a nice day. You know, I was thinking like, man, you know, let me switch it up. You know, it's nice outside.
I heard Cali got some weather right now. I heard y'all got some 100-degree weather, or is that just?
Oh yeah, we had it, but we good now. It's back down to the 70s, 78, high 70s. You know what I'm saying? But we was getting waxed, but we were only getting like low 90s, super high 80s. So pretty much 89, 90 the whole time. That was about it. I think the highest I got to was like 94 one day, but that was about it.
Man.
And I was inside.
Of course, yeah.
Anything over 90, I'm in the house.
Absolutely. I'm the same way, man. Bro, we got so much to cover. Week 1 is officially in the books. It wrapped up last night. But we gotta go back. We gotta take it all the way back to Thursday last week, with the Chiefs opening the season versus the Ravens. Went down to the wire. I know you saw Isaiah Likely touchdown in the back, getting called back because his foot was on the line. If he is size 12, he was size 11. You know, it's a touchdown.
Hating on that. You should have worn some white shoes.
But yeah, man, what's your thoughts watching that game? I got a lot of thoughts, and I'm not holding back on this.
I got a lot of thoughts.
I want you to keep it.
I'll go quick. I'm gonna keep it real, but I'm gonna go brief. And then I'm gonna say it because I really don't have much to say about the game, but I have much to say about the officiating. NFL, if you wanted them to three-peat, you could have just told us, because at that point, what y'all did on that night with all those flags and everything you did, how you called that game against Baltimore, you pretty much told us. Y'all told us that these things about to be the first ever three-peat. Patrick Mahomes is going to be your darling for the rest of his career, and that's what we're going to have to deal with. So appreciate it. Thank you for telling us in week 1. At least we know now. I think when I get to Vegas, I'm going to place me a little future bet on the Chiefs, because I know it's most likely going to fucking happen at this point. They called a legal fucking formation on these niggas. Like, it was like 4 times in a row, bro. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, you were killing me, bro. It was cold. It was a cold piece of work, man. It was a good, Lamar played a really good game. Like, they played good games, and to get played like that, it was crazy. Isaiah Likely to have one of the games of his career and then turn around and get played by penalties. Like, don't get me wrong, the Chiefs were playing good too. Xavier Worthy showed out, which I was very surprised, which also makes me worry. I thought he just had speed, not I can play football speed, so now I figured that out. So it's just like it was a good game. You've seen a lot. I love to see it. It was a good game for the week 1, but I just do not respect how the NFL did Baltimore, but pretty much the NFL is telling us what's about to go down this year. So on my betting, folks, take a word of advice from Roche. Go place a little something on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, because at this point, looking likely.
Yeah, about the refs, bro. It was. I thought, they were trying to send a message to like the whole NFL, like, we're gonna call this. You know how like sometimes early in the season they'll call a lot of like holding, defensive holding, or a lot of pass interference, because they're trying to set the tone for the whole season. But you watch all the rest of the games all weekend, you didn't see that. So it was only that game that they were calling the formation. So I was like, okay, so
unless the rest get the memo right.
Yeah, but it now makes you think like
20. We wanted 20 over week 1, not 20 in the first game.
In the first game, it was like, all right, bro. Like at some point, it was kind of annoying that they kept calling it. It was like, let's just play football at some point.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm taking a different angle, and you kind of touched on it a little bit, but the Xavier Worthy part. Listen. So, bro, you know what makes me mad? Because, and I'm sorry, I'm sorry, y'all football heads, but I got to talk about basketball for a quick second. This will all come together. But all summer, I watched my Warriors try to trade for somebody all summer, right? And nobody wanted to trade with them. Nobody wanted to help them get better. Nobody wanted to give them marketing. Nobody wanted to give them somebody to help the Warriors get back to who they were.
I know where you're going with this.
But the Buffalo Bills decided to trade with them and let the Chiefs, the team that needed Xavier Worthy the most, the team that would benefit the most with Xavier Worthy, they trade with them. A team that they've been competing with the last 3 or 4 years, they helped them get the next Tyreek Hill for them. How does that, like, what are we doing? At some point, like, are we trying to win? Are we trying to compete? Like, we're not supposed to be helping teams get better, bro. Like, we're not supposed to be allowing the Chiefs to get Xavier Worthy. What am I tripping? Like, what, bro? I watched it happen all summer. Nobody wanted to trade with the Warriors because they did not want to help them.
That trade officer came delivered by 3 strippers with a box because that's pretty much like, I feel you, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy that somebody even allowed the potential of it to happen. Because at the end of the day, let's be real. We have seen speedsters go in the past, I could say 3 to 4 years, that have gone high receiver, and they really haven't panned out. You know what I'm saying? They really haven't done anything. We could talk about John Ross. John Ross, he was the last person to hold that record. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what happened to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't really pan out. So I understand the it's at the end of the day that the Chiefs took a risk. But at the end of the day, let's be honest. Patrick Mahomes right now is the top, like, we're going to say the best quarterback in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. He's the best quarterback in the league right now, and you give him a weapon like that that kid really ain't got to be that good at football. You just got to be able to outrun everybody and put your heads out. Like, I'm going to drop it in the basket.
You're right. You're right about the whole John Ross part. I'm just like, you cannot. I'm sure you could have traded with somebody else, is all I'm saying. If you had to trade, why trade with them? That's it, right? Like, I'm sure somebody else would have came and got that pick if you didn't want to take somebody and you wanted to trade down. I'm sure. Not them, bro. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, why are you trading with them?
Me knowing that he's on the board and them calling me for that pick, I'm making that pick. I'm hanging the phone up. Yeah, I'm hanging the phone up like, hey, nah, it's bad. Hey, go get Xavier Worthy because they want him. Like,
somebody else better come get Xavier Worthy. We're gonna take him, and somebody better come get him from us because we're not letting him go there.
Oh my God, bro!
Sorry, bro. I told you I've been holding it. I wanted to get on IG all week and say it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save it for the pod because the pod needs to hear this first. Like, it needs to be fresh and just hold that because I saw my Warriors struggle with this shit all summer trying to get a trade. Still didn't get one.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna leave. So we helping the champs now, pretty much.
We helping the champs, right?
We helping
That's
the
what
champs.
we doing. Okay. All right, but let's flip to the other side, man. Lamar, he had his ups and downs throughout the game. Zay Flowers did his thing a little bit. I still think they're trying to figure out the whole Derrick Henry piece of it too. They got a lot of pieces new on the defensive side, a lot of new offensive linemen. It's just a lot. And great, we're going to Baltimore this week, so I'm sure they'll figure it out against us. But what'd you see from the Ravens side? Do you think Lamar can overcome the Chiefs at any point, or is this just like his kryptonite?
You know the thing that sucks? So people are really putting this on, can Lamar overcome the Chiefs? Bro, I feel like he's overcame the Chiefs twice and been let down by his teammates. Like last year,
fumble?
The Zay Flowers fumble. You know what I'm saying? And he did he didn't do everything. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of instances where he should have ran the ball instead of throwing it. A lot of, there's more he could have done. But at the end of the day, he still got them there at the end of the game and was, in a position to win. And let's go to this game they just played. I partially, and I'm not the type to blame refs all the time, but I will put a nice hefty blame on the ref for pretty much kind of playing them and taking them out of rhythm and not allowing them to operate how they wanted to and calling way too many calls. And then also, it sucks. Like, at the end of the day, that call Isaiah likely being a size 15 instead of a size 12 is kind of the reason why it didn't happen. You know, I was upset watching them lose because I knew when we come there next week, they are fenced to run the ball down our throat, and I am like, I feel like it's gonna be a blowout. I don't want to watch. And I'm happy I have plans.
Why is that on the schedule? Like, you know how they give you the national TV game, right? And they're okay, you gotta go get the Chiefs. You're probably not gonna win that game, so we're gonna give you a cupcake the next week. We're gonna send the Raiders across the country for you. You're welcome. So
you know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't even give them like Cincinnati in their first divisional game. You know what I'm saying? Like, something else you just had to give them us. Like, hey, so if you don't know what I was thinking, this is what I think of the NFL. If they beat the Chiefs, right? They beat the Chiefs, we have a chance to come in there and beat them because it would be a trap, right? Because they all high. But now if they lose to the Chiefs, now they can beat on the Raiders and be 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we're gonna talk about us, but
yeah, we'll definitely get to us, man. I still think I need another minute because I am let's go to the Friday game. Jordan Love gets hurt. I think that's the biggest story, but the other big story was Saquon's debut with the Eagles. Another situation where I'm just like, what are teams doing? Because you let the Giants, you let Saquon walk, and you let him go into the division. And I was afraid of this for them, to be honest with you. I don't care about the Giants. I don't care about the Giants at all. But to let him go down the street like that into your division and have 3 touchdowns in his debut, what was your thoughts, man? Because I felt like he might win offensive MVP. He really might.
Bruh,
he really might.
I would say this, and I said it because when we was talking about it, and even like when I was doing my fantasy thing and everything I've done, I'm gonna say this: the league fucked up by letting Saquon go to the Eagles, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, the Eagles already had a very nice, potent offense, and now you give them an opportunity and somebody to lean on if the offense ain't working. Because last year, that's what they ran into. There was times where Jalen Hurts and them, it just wasn't working. Now you have somebody that is a literally possibly it's a chance to be an all-star. He is an all-star, but I'll say a Hall of Fame running back if he has a career that he could have, right?
Yeah.
The possibility of that, you let him go to a team full of other people that could be the same thing, a bunch of people that can end up in the same situation. Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, Devonta Smith has an opportunity maybe before his career's over too. If he has a, illustrious career as a number 2, you've seen some number 2s go into the Hall of Fame before, so it's like, bro, like what were you guys thinking? Like, especially the Giants, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. The minute I would have found out this nigga was about to go to the Eagles, I'm like, all right, bro. So look, we gonna give you what they asked plus like another $10 million. You good? Like, I'm not trying to have you go over there and destroy us, bro. Like, I told everybody that their offense is going to be potent this year.
Yeah,
the Eagles are proving it. So,
yeah, I just feel like everything you said is right. I'm gonna take the Giants side of it because, man, they look disgusting over the weekend. That was if it wasn't for the Panthers, that was the worst performance of the weekend. So everybody's gonna get fired in New York. I hope you guys have all made plans. Hopefully you guys have
fucking body.
Yeah.
I will be surprised, man, if they fire Dayball week 3 and tell him to take Daniel Jones with him. Like, just
we're gonna get y'all 2 plane tickets on the same flight, so we can save some money.
Right, I'm gonna need you to see me in my office.
Yeah. Hey, Belichick gonna be cool there.
Right? Hey,
Belichick gonna be cool there. I'm telling you.
You can come do whatever you want now at this point.
That's where you going.
Whatever you want.
That's where Belichick going. But yeah, no, everything you said about Philly is right. I worry about Jordan Love. That was I'm glad he is coming back. I got him in some fantasy in him.
But man, you heard my Jaden Reed take on the fantasy part of our show last week.
You did. You did. You called that.
And I did. And I took him in hella leagues too. And then as soon as that happened, I was like, oh no. Oh fucking no.
What'd you think about Josh?
So Josh, the one thing I've seen about Josh, and one thing I've always liked about Josh from me being a Raider fan for years, is in the beginning of every game, it always looks like he's gonna have a bad game because he's getting stopped early. He's not really breaking too many things, but he is a bruiser. He wears on people.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps doing the same thing over and over and over until you get tired of tackling him. And then every once in a while he'll put a little wrinkle in it. He'll bounce outside or he'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's his game, and that's exactly what he did for them. You know, in the beginning it looked bad, but then towards the end of it, when they started leaning on him, he was looking good, like really good. So I'm happy that he's happy at the end of the day, you know, because I'm a Raider fan, but I'm also a football guy, and I've always liked Josh Jacobs as a athlete. I always thought that he was a great athlete, and I always liked his game. So I'm happy for him, but as a Raider fan, I'm salty because compared to what we had to deal with during the replacement, I wish we'd have Josh back. But we ain't finna. Actually, we is gonna talk about that. But
Let's get right to it, man.
As y'all can see, I'm
get
sad.
Right to it.
I'm
Let's get right
sad.
to it. You know, Josh, I'm gonna skip right over you, dog. I wish you well. That's all I gotta say about you, bro. I wish you well over there. That's it. Good luck. I'm watching. I got some, you know, but let's get right to our team and the nasty ass performance that they put up in LA over the weekend. Now, I went into it with the idea that we were going to be a defensive team and we were going to, you know, run the ball. And I think one thing can be true, that our defense is the best part of our team. I think we can agree on that. Yes. Now, the other pieces I didn't think was going to happen was AP was going to be a scary ass, respectfully. And I did not think that we would run the ball for less than 80 yards as a team. So I'm gonna start with that, and I'll come back after you say what you need to say first. But I'm gonna start there.
So I got a call from my boy Boom the other day. He's a Niner fan. He's one of those Niner fans. I know he's a true Niner fan. He's always been one, but he one of them ones that always talk shit to me. And he always call me like, man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, he gives you that comment just because he likes to hear me go off. He calls me and he said some shit. And I said, Boom, not right now. And he was like, nah, I gotta hear this. I said, bruh, not right now. He was just like, nah, talk to me. And I was like, bro, this is some bullshit. I said, first of all, our defense they did their thing in the beginning of the game. But the same thing with the problem for years of any defense. You can have an amazing defense, but if they're always on the fucking field, eventually it's going to wear on them. They need a break just as much as you do. You know what I'm saying? They're chasing people around. They're hitting people. You know what I'm saying? They need a break just as much as the offense does. So I'm not trying to sit here and try to like make it easy on our defense, because I'm not gonna lie, we couldn't stop the fucking run for anything, which is one thing I'm still pissed about. Don't get me wrong, I like Spillane, I like Diablo, but I still think that we need another linebacker running the 4-3 system. We need 3 solid guys, and I feel like we're missing that third guy to really come in and actually stop the fucking run. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally, it's not the first level. When our first level, our defensive line actually makes a play on the running back. Sometimes they're even chipping them in the backfield. There's nobody there to fucking clean it up. We're not getting to the ball how we should. I think our secondary is really good, but I still think that we need another corner, because at the end of the day, I don't want our corners playing the whole game. It looks like we have a good defense, but at the end of the day, they're like, every position, we only have ones, and we don't really have twos, or we don't really have, like, you know, other people that can come in and give us a solid rep or two while our guys take a break. We just have a bunch of ones. And at the end of the day, people need breaks. We gonna get to the offense hella quick before you do this. This is some fucking bullshit. You fucking Gardner fucking Minshew, I've been screaming your fucking name all season.
No.
Stop. Hold on.
I'm not gonna let you. You didn't say
I'm
he was gonna be good.
I'm not dead. You're right. I did. Trust me, I'm not
dead. You didn't say that.
You're right. Okay. I didn't say it was gonna be good, but I also said that you're gonna be a gamer. You weren't a gamer. You sat in that pocket and you tried to be something that you weren't. And then on top of that, you over here, your job when you are a quarterback for the fucking Las Vegas fucking Raiders at this fucking point, because I can't call you niggas ugly because you're pissing me off. You gonna say the Las Vegas Raiders, you have literally the number one, if not number two, best receiver in the game. We talk about stats. We're not talking about, what's going on. We're talking about resume, all this shit. Devontae Adams is top two, or if the latest top, at the earliest top three receiver in the fucking game right now. How you not throwing this nigga the ball? How you throwing the swing route on a third down? How are you literally not getting him the ball, not waiting for him? Be a gamer. He's not open right away. Use your fucking legs. Let him get open, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? And then the best thing about it and what you said, and I'm going to let you go after this because I feel like I need to be calm because I'm just hearing just go off. I'm trying to go into this calmly. This is me being nice. I hope you guys understand this shit right now because this is bullshit as a Raider fan. I don't even want to wear Raider shit right now. Honestly, I'm telling y'all like that. That's how mad I am. AP, you come in here talking about we need to be a dog, we need to be this, we need to be that, we need to be this. Nigga, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, you ain't going for it. At certain points where we should be going for it, where we can actually get the play, where you can actually run the ball on the 4th and 1 where you at and get it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You lining up on a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, and you over trying to throw the ball. Like, bro, you got me fucked up. I know you don't run shit. I know what it is, and it's honestly, like I said, I always thought Luke Getsy was fucking trash, and that's I'm just leave it at that. But you're tripping, bro. You're tripping. You're really acting really McDaniels-ish, and I need you to start acting Antonio Pierce-ish. All that shit you was talking. You talking all that shit, and you over here looking like a fucking chihuahua. Stop playing with me.
Yeah, I think that's what bothers me the most is the fact that we came in like saying this man understands the heartbeat of what the Raiders are trying to do and our identity of like who we're trying to be. And I didn't feel any of that. Like that felt like a Josh McDaniels team. That definitely did. That didn't feel like what AP has been selling us this entire time that he's been an interim coach and a head coach. Right? I felt like we was going to get back to being the tougher team, rugged, running the ball, smash mouth. Like I didn't see any of that. And it is one game. So I'm trying to give them grace on the fact that a lot of these guys are it's the first game together. I'm trying to give them grace. But Gardner Minshew he changed the entire game with that lateral pass fumble thing that he did. It's 7-3. We're driving at like the 40, 30-yard line, and he does that. Luckily, dude didn't take it to the house, to be honest with you. He tipped him just enough, tripped him just enough that he stumbled enough. But that changed the entire game. And that's the stuff that I'm worried about with him because he probably can make more throws than Aiden, but Aiden will just not, he won't do that. He just won't do that shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like Aiden wouldn't do that.
He'll take the sack. He'll take the sack.
He wouldn't
he might not
even
throw it away, but he'll take the sack. Like
that was nasty, bro. Like what was that?
And he's putting the knife in our back. Like you're taking away our ability to run the ball. Like, come on, bro.
We're not good enough.
Our running back, how we're supposed to be doing this with our running back right now is we're supposed to be pounding with him. I think only had 13 carries. Come on, bro. We just watched the fucking Texans with Joe Mixon. They got 30 carries. That's supposed to be our identity. We supposed to be turn around and just handing it off and pounding. But we got to the point where you turning the ball over when we're up. You're now putting us in a situation where we got to turn around and throw the fucking ball. Stop turning the fucking ball over, bro. This shit is just, oh my God.
Our offensive line and defensive line, they both lost. They both lost that game. Both of them. So
yeah, definitely.
If that's our identity, we can't lose in those two matchups. And both of them lost. Period.
And that was supposed to be both of our strong suits coming into the season. Those are supposed to be the two positions, the two positional situations that we were supposed to be literally the most confident about. I've been upset. I'm really upset. And I'm not even like, it's crazy. Y'all see me mad on here. I didn't go off. I'm so mad. I'm calm.
Yeah. So I just think about, again, we're going to Baltimore this week, and obviously they brought Derrick Henry in. And you know what? I do want to give them grace because they were on the field a lot, the defense.
Yes, they were.
And it was like 100 degrees in LA over the weekend. And, it's the first game of the year, so I know they're not in football shape. Like, you can't get in football shape unless you play football. I don't care what you're doing. So I'm going to give them grace, but J.K. Dobbins breaking 2 60-plus yard runs is nasty work in 2024. That's disgusting.
My man got 2 reconstructed knees,
Achilles. He didn't done that. He didn't have it all, bro. Probably got a new hip. I don't know. But yeah,
like I said, it's week one, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna try not to, but it just makes me upset because in order for us to be decent, in order for us to, what I said, like have a chance to even make a wild card game or something that we're looking for, in order for us to even have confidence going into the next season, these are games that we're supposed to win. And the Chargers is a team that we, even though we play them twice and people say we play hard and we split it, we usually beat them, we usually sweep them, and we need to win the ones we're supposed to win. If you can't win just ones you're supposed to win, it makes it so much harder going into these next games, like the one we have coming up soon. So,
yeah. Well, last message for AP, man. You got this job for a reason because you had confidence, you had moxie, you had, this like edge to you. Don't lose that because now you got don't lose that. That's why you are who you are. And please don't try to be, listen to some analytics guy in your head or in your earpiece, bro. Watch the game like the rest of us and make a decision, bro. So
like,
all
bro,
right.
at one point, bro, they had 30, we had 33 offensive plays. They had like 60 something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a loss. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, there's no way you're winning a game with 30 offense unless you literally are scoring on the second play of every drive when you're going. You're throwing a bomb like you're playing Madden. You know what I'm saying? And you just literally throwing a bomb and you scoring every single time. Yes, but that's not what we do.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be watching. Unfortunately,
I ain't got no goddamn choice.
All right. So let's get some positive. Who impressed you from week one? From anybody, whether it's a player or a team or a coach. What person in the NFL impressed you?
So this was this was funny, but I won't say impressed. But I just want to say it was kind of funny that it happened after our episode last week. How Derek Clark kind of had 3 tugs. It kind of had a really, really decent game after what we said last week. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was hella funny. But I see that they were winning. I was like, damn, did we give him like did he hear us in life? Like,
Did he hear the
follow
pod?
us, bro? Did he
Somebody sent him the clip.
Somebody sent him the clip. He cooked. But that honestly that was funny. But if I have to be honest, I think the one thing I did like to see, I like to see that Jaden Daniels is a gamer. I was very scared for him, and honestly, throwing it is probably not a strong suit, but definitely he not to use his legs. He wasn't the best in that game. They weren't in it as much, but he definitely tried and he never gave up. So I definitely appreciated that. All the rookie receivers, honestly, I think did actually pretty decent. Besides Neighbors, he didn't really get much. Marvin Harrison, they didn't really get much targets, but the other ones, everybody out there, like the Brian Thomas Jr., he looked good. The Worthy looked good. I'm trying to think who else. Keon Coleman, he looked good. A lot of the people that we had question marks about looked good, but like I said, if I had to pick the best, I'm gonna just go with my pick for offensive rookie of the year, which is Brian Thomas Jr. I like that he got a touchdown. I like that he was heavily involved. I like that you can see that he'll be a difference maker as long as Trevor Lawrence can give him the ball. So I'm gonna go BTJ.
He's really good, man. Like he just feels like he's already their number one option over Christian Kirk and whoever, Ingram and the rest of those guys over there. Like seems like he's already established himself as the number one option. Man, some teams that really impressed me. I really did. Man, I don't really want to say the Niners, but I will say them. They look really good. I mean, to not have Christian McCaffrey, like salute to them. They just are a nice machine. I respect what they do. And then I got to give another shout out. The Houston Texans, man. I feel like they got a lot of expectations on their shoulders. And for them to be able to come in and get Diggs, you spread it around to Nico Collins, Tank Dale, Diggs. You got Joe Mixon running like he back in, like he at University of Oklahoma or back in Antioch again.
Cincinnati fucked up, bro. I don't know why Cincinnati disrespected my man. Like he wasn't a key parts of their team all them years they was good. Nah, look at them over here struggling because they ain't got no running back. Like, man, I think people, they really undervalue Joe Mixon. I'm happy he's in an opportunity that he's in right now, a chance to really show people that, hey, it wasn't the team, it wasn't me, it was them.
Yeah, so I'll go with those two. I think some teams that I was absolutely disgusted by is the Carolina Panthers. Are y'all okay? Panthers, are we good? Like, let me know what's going on, because Bryce Young looks absolutely terrible, and I'm not trying to put it all on him because he just got a new coach. But your first play, you throw a pick. The first, so like, what did y'all do all summer?
Do you feel like we have the most humblest version of Johnny football in our life right now? Like, you know how when Johnny got drafted, we knew he wasn't going to be that good, but he was such a bravado-ass, talking-ass nigga that people gave him a chance. And now we got Bryce Young, who's a humble, good kid. You know, he has a good attitude
he looks like
at
a
life.
Nice kid,
yeah,
man.
He looks like a nice kid, but it just ain't for him, bro.
Nobody wants to say it because he's not like in your face. He's not annoying, and nobody wants to. Nobody wants to say that about him, but he looks like he's like my size. He looks small as hell out there, and he looks like damn. How did you even make it at Alabama? Like, that's what I'm starting to think back. Like, what did I watch those games? Because I remember him killing
that team, and them old lines was raw.
Yeah,
if you think about it, bro, at Alabama, Bryant, he never really got touched.
never did.
Never. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the one thing I'm happy about. You know, when we decided to show up to the stadium, at least we know we play somebody that's gonna let me leave happy. Because I'm gonna tell you this right. I'm gonna tell you right now. We lose that fucking game. I'm not gonna promise y'all, because I know at the end of the day, this is my job. We bring up the Raiders on this show, you're gonna get like 3 words out of me, bro.
I think we addressed them. I think we addressed them, and we just kind of be like, we're off of that. We talking about some real football teams.
Nigga, if we
call me when the draft.
Carolina. Oh, thank you. Oh my God.
Call me for the draft. I'm not talking about them no more if we lose to the Panthers.
Oh my God, bro. I'm gonna fight somebody on the way out the stadium. I literally I got a room booked until the next day, Monday. I don't care. I'm taking the L, hopping on a flight and going home. I will boycott Vegas.
Yeah, so we got the Bryce Young side of it, and then also the Deshaun Watson side of nasty, and he is so bad. We're never getting that. We're never getting.
Like, what happened? He was so good, bro. He was so elite, bro. He was so raw. It's like, what, y'all make him go through this case and y'all swap him out? Like, did somebody secretly kill him and now we have a clone that sucks at football? Like what happened? Because this nigga is a bum. Like, what happened to the nigga that was throwing bombs to D-Hop? That was over here lacing up. What was that dude's name from Notre Dame that was hella raw? Oh, Will Fuller. Back in the day that they had, like, bro, like, this nigga is fucking garbage. How's it feel to know that you let your best quarterback walk?
Ski mask, and then they just laced up the Texans with draft picks, which helped them get to where they're at now too. Yeah, I don't know. We're never getting that guy back. So, and I don't know if you saw today. There's another allegation out there on him, so they potentially could void his whole contract.
You want to know something?
They're praying that they can void that contract.
You want to know the funniest shit? After he had that game, you like how that shit came out? Do you not think the Browns already knew about that shit? They was probably
absolutely
like, this nigga fuck up. We out his ass.
Yeah, no, because they don't want to protect him anymore, and this is a chance for them to, like, they probably went and found that girl. Like, yo, let's put this case together, because we can't do this for 3-4.
We gonna slide you a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
gonna pay
got
for
to
your
get out of
lawyer.
that contract. They got to get out of that. He's bad. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers? Did he look okay against the Niners?
I think he did. I think if people have to realize that, hey, that's his first game played in almost 2 years. Like, I know he played in that game that he got hurt in, but he only played 4 snaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you realistically think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's his first game he's played in almost 2 years. He showed out all right. I think he had lots of potential to work on. And honestly, I think this is the one time I'm gonna try to not to hate. The Niners defense looked good. It looked how they always did. I think bringing in Devondre Campbell, being able when they lost, oh my God, I can't draw his name.
Armstead.
Damn. When they lost the other linebacker that they lost,
Buckner, Greenlaw.
But Greenlaw, losing Greenlaw and to replace him with Devondre Campbell, which is the linebacker that used to play for the Saints. He that's a good move. It was a good move, and I like it. So it gives them the still the same cap. Not maybe I think Greenlaw is better, but at least somebody that's at the same tier of him to be able to play, and that's because I think that's where their bread and butter is. Their 2 linebackers are good, and everything else is kind of, you everything else is expendable. They looked good, and I'm not going to hate. George Mason, I mean, that their running back, respect, bro. Hats off to you. You played a great game, but it also just shows, and something I've said, something I stand by. Kyle Shanahan's system is an amazing system, and it's probably one of the best systems to shine in as long as you do what the fuck you're supposed to do. Like, you can go over there and be any position as long as you do what you're supposed to do. He puts you in a position to win, and he literally just showed that. Like, he pretty much. The fact that McCaffrey's probably not going to play for the next 3 games, they just gave this kid a bag. Somebody's going to go out and sign this kid when he gets a chance to be a free agent, and he's going to get a bag. He's probably not even going to be that good. He's probably not even going to be that good on another team.
We've seen them do it with Mostert. We've seen them do it with Jeff Wilson. We've seen them do it with what's the dude who they cut in preseason? He was back with them.
Did they cut Mitchell?
No. He was with them back in the day, but he came back. Oh man, I forget his name. But it was another one, bro. It's like 4 running backs that they've done this before with.
Yeah, I know you're talking about like Trey Sermon and all them.
Yeah, so
but
I got one more question for you on disappointments. What week are we seeing Michael Penix Jr.?
Fuck.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks is I think what people need to understand. Let me hold on. Let me be honest though. People need to understand that Steeler defense is nothing to fuck with, bro. I think people need to stop. People need to stop. Yeah, calm down. For him to come back week 1 against the Steelers and have to play the Steelers, that was fucked up. First of all, because that defense is nothing to fucking play. Think about this. Let me put this in perspective for you guys. The Steelers have been above 500 every year for like the past, honestly, every year since they've had Tomlin. They've never been below 500, right? Name me another quarterback that they have besides Big Ben.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's unfortunate, but they're also not using him the correct way. Like, I saw how much they had him in shotgun and the pistol. And I was like, bro, that's not even Kirk's game. Kirk is under center. Kirk is play action.
Drop back, play action, turn around and sling.
And they had him in shotgun. Bro, they was teeing off on him.
Yep. So, but I think that's because I think also they didn't want to put him in a high pressure situation, and he's moving a lot already. Because under the center, you got drop back, you got step up. If somebody comes around, now he has to move again. You have to move again. Like, I think they eliminating those 5, 6, 7 3-step drops takes those 3 steps, 5, 6, 7 steps out of him being able to play. Just limited movement. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna answer that question? When are we seeing Penix? Are we gonna see him or no?
Honestly, I don't think we're gonna see him this season, to be honest, bro. Unless Curry go down, and I'm just saying that because I think it was a situation that he was in, and it's a defense he was playing. Because I believe next week when they have next week, he's probably gonna show out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they got Philly next week.
I'm gonna get
national TV.
Philly can't cover a soul. Philly can't cover a soul in the secondary. Let's be real. So that's all.
This is a clip now.
Philly can't cover a soul on the secondary right now. We know
Okay.
it. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna give the credit to the Steelers and not try to downplay Kirk Cousins in that situation. Steelers defense.
Kirk, we like you, man. We like you. We like you ever since quarterback. I've been a fan of yours. So
yeah, easily.
We don't want to see you look like that, but you looked like hey
that.
man, like TV analysts might be sooner than later for Kirk.
It's like he finna be on ESPN. Hey, welcome to the Kirk O'Chain segment. Who's getting the Kirk O'Chain today?
Yeah, they got room for him on Monday Night Countdown. What they got? What else they got up
shit.
there? All right, so we gotta flip to Tyreek, man. Now Tyreek, man, he's a special individual, obviously, and I'm trying to choose my words correctly, but yeah, I mean, he got arrested or detained. Let's not say arrested. He got detained before the game, on his way to the game. Looked like he was right outside the stadium, to be honest with you. And then his teammates saw him getting arrested, getting handcuffed, and they pulled over to help, which I respect. I would have did the same thing. If I saw, my teammate getting pulled over, I would have checked on him too. What did you think of that? Was that crazy to you? Did you think there were? I'm not trying to get too deep into it, but like
I don't want to get too deep into it. But did you see the body cam footage?
I did.
So can we be honest? And this is coming from me being a black man, and this is the one thing I think people gonna be mad at me about. Can we be honest that Tyreek Hill was a little bit hostile to start the situation?
He was hostile because he said, "Why are you banging on my window like that?" That's how it started.
But at the end of the day,
don't bang on my window like that.
But what I'm saying is that's how you start off being hostile. At the end of the day, you're in a traffic stop. We know it's a traffic stop, and a cop pulls you over, you got to roll your window down. Come on, let's be real. Like we all know that. Like that's not like it's you're making it difficult to start. You're making him have to knock on your window so you can roll it down. At this point, he's coming, and we all know black men in this world and people. Whatever people want to say, whatever. We understand that sometimes when it comes to traffic stop with cops, it's not how it wants to go. So we try to make it easy. And at the end of the day, not just to make it simple, make it go on with your life. Roll your fucking window down, nigga. Like, let's be real. But all the excessive shit, the other cop coming in trying to drag him out the car and trying to jump on his back to get him down, arresting Calais Campbell, giving Jonnu Smith the hard time. I think all that shit was just doing too much. At that point, that was cops being cops being the wrong type of cops. I didn't appreciate that at all. But I do just want to point out that even though that cop was in the wrong for how far it went, I would definitely say that Tyreek Hill, at least I would be 100% on Tyreek's side right now, going off, doing what I have to do if he, if the window was already down, you know what I'm saying? If he didn't already make it difficult like that and in that situation. Because sometimes with a cop, and knowing this, being pulled over, the start of the situation can easily be and show you how that whole situation is going to go. So
yeah, I think that's with any person. I mean, like if you take it, to this level, that person's going to match your energy, and that cop definitely took it there, right? But like they are trained to supposed to like de-escalate a situation, and he took it there, so the cop took it another level, which is that's not your job to do. But yeah, Tyreek definitely started it, and it was weird that Tyreek was like, "What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?" And I'm like, I mean, you had a Lambo outside of the stadium. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it would have went the same way with me. You know what I mean? I think if I say don't roll up, don't tap on my window like that, they dragging me out the car too. I think so.
Same way, yeah.
I think they're dragging me out the car too. So yeah, I mean, I think everybody lessons learned on both sides.
I just ain't got a 6'8", almost 300-pound black man coming up with his hands up after trying to figure out what's going on. That's the only difference between me.
But it was really just one cop that was like had the
he was wilding.
Like, he was wilding. Really it was really one.
It really was. He was really tripping. He was a Jaguars fan.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence on his fantasy team.
My man was a Buccaneers fan.
But glad, man.
He had the Jaguars defense.
Crazy. Jaguars defense. Jalen Waddle high. He had Jalen Waddle in the flex.
He had the Jaguars on the upset money line. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Well, I'm glad it didn't get too far. You know what I mean? Everybody was good. Tyreek did his thing like normal, like we expect. So glad he would still be able to play. Last thing, man. Last thing. Kendrick Lamar announced as Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans, Super Bowl 59. It's a lot of back and forth on this on Twitter, on Instagram about who should have did it. Should Kendrick have gotten the show? Should Lil Wayne have gotten the show because it is New Orleans? Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, look. Now, I've never chose sides on this Drake and Kendrick beef. I love both of them, and it's okay to love both of them. I don't hang out with either one, so I don't care. I can listen to Drake and I can listen to Kendrick. It doesn't change anything for me, right? Kendrick has the biggest hip hop song in damn near 5-10 years ever. Lil Wayne is New Orleans. But I need everybody to truly understand where Lil Wayne is at in his career and his life. And be honest with yourselves. Do you really want to see Lil Wayne perform in 2024? And if you say yes to that, I need you to just go ahead and go to Google because it's free and type in Lil Wayne WrestleMania performance. And then come back to me in the comments and tell me if you still want to see him perform in 2024. Because you're lying to yourself if you say yes. Okay?
Damn.
And then the other part of it is the whole Jay-Z piece of it. I know Jay-Z is threatened by Drake. I know that for a fact. I just know he is because I think Jay-Z is he's not the great. Debatable, but he's the biggest hip hop artist in the history of America. And the only person that can threaten him is a Canadian man.
Yes.
Okay. So he doesn't want to give him any favors. He sees him as a threat.
So,
but also hold on. But also he doesn't get last word on this, by the way. So if everybody wants to take a second and look at this, he gives his selections to the host city.
Yes.
These are the 5 people that I think should host the Super Bowl. The city that is hosting the Super Bowl chooses from the 5 or 10 or however many finalists that he gives them, and they choose who they would like to be performing in their city. So it's not all Jay-Z, but y'all can blame him all y'all want. That's it.
Damn, this is crazy because I'm actually going to go on the opposite side of you. As much as, yes, Lil Wayne's WWE performance was bad. Trust me, it was bad.
He don't know the words of shit.
If Lil Wayne was to come out and do a set of all the things that has made Lil Wayne, it would be an amazing show. So and it being in New Orleans, I think that yes, it would definitely be a better reaction. But and this is the but I'm putting, and I'm only putting that in the sense of me telling you that, Lil Wayne is still the greatest to me. I appreciate the music he's made, and I would love to hear a lot of the old stuff, which is a big reason why people want to win Usher. Last year, it was all the old shit. Nobody was caring about none of the new shit. Like niggas didn't even care about Oh My God. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like one of those things where it was the nostalgic of it. So if you want to go nostalgic for us, yes, Lil Wayne is the thing. But I am going to sit here and say that, like we just said, Kendrick Lamar has had the biggest record in years that we've seen. And the fact that it's a diss track to somebody that Jay-Z does not fuck with, I think it is his way of saying, ha, nigga. Like, ha. Like, you are not going to ever touch this fucking stage, and I'm going to put a nigga up here that pretty much embarrassed you. I think that's what that was. And at the end of the day, you put right now, if you brought a ballot of 5 people to any city or host city right now, and you bought a ballot of 5 people, and Kendrick Lamar is on that list right now with the traction that he's making and how things are going, it's very hard to say no. So I think that's where I'm gonna go with it. I'm happy it's him. If if Taylor Swift got announced that she was performing at this shit, I promise you, nigga, I was gonna go to the bank. I was gonna call my 401k people. I was gonna see how much I could pull out, and I'm putting it all on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl if that shit would have happened. Like straight up, because that just would have been
the fairy tale.
Yeah,
it would have been.
the
It would have been too much.
whole shabuzi. But
Yeah.
I would definitely say that at the end of the day, I just want a good show, and I'm happy that since Rock Nations took over, we've had nothing but good shows. I just hope Kendrick actually puts on a good show and doesn't just try to make this about this is my chance of publicly embarrassing Drake on a national stage and playing Not Like Us like 5 times in a row. Like thinking this isn't your concert that you had. Let's not go there. Make sure you're playing your hits, the stuff people know you for. You do have some pretty known hits. Let's get there and don't trip. Close it out with Not Like Us. Niggas finna go crazy regardless. White people and all. You finna have it jumping. So you all right. But I just really want it to be known and understood that I just really hope that this is also a not just a point the finger at Drake thing, but we're putting the best person out there right now for what we're going through musically. And at the end of the day, I really can say, yeah, honestly, like the only other person I can say is I honestly, I don't really know who else you would put out there at this moment musically,
He's had the biggest year in hip hop, bro. And we've talked about this before of how dead hip hop has been.
Yeah.
Right. And they revived it. They did.
Yep.
So
and you think about it, like if you really think about it, so last year we had Usher. Year before that we had Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Right. And then the year before that we had Shakira and J-Lo. So if we're following trends, it's going R&B, rap, R&B, rap, R&B, rap. Like, so I think that's just kind of the other reason why we're getting what we're getting.
So do you think we ever get a Drake Super Bowl show in our lifetime?
I think for the greatness that Drake has displayed that he is, let's be honest, he's a great artist. You have to eventually give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. There's no way that you sit here and blackball him for performing in the Super Bowl with him being one of the best artists of our time, period. Like, not just even our generation, of our time. You know what I'm saying? For what he's done with record numbers and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, how many hits he has. And they might be stupid. They might be written by somebody else. They might not be, they might only last for the time that they're there as a number one record, but he's done it.
And I definitely see it happening, but it would be in year 2054.
Yeah. When he's hella old,
it would not be anytime soon. Yeah, it won't be anytime soon. Okay. I think I like your stance on that. I do wish we would have got some Hot Boys in there though. And I don't think Kendrick's gonna make it like a LA show, like how he had his concert. Like, it's not gonna be that. I don't think he would even. He sees
if
the
this
room.
Nigga, if this nigga brings out the Hot Boys, if he brings out the Hot Boys,
I think he should. But they're all online yelling at him right now. They're all so mad. I'm like, bro, if y'all would just give him a second and just be cool. Like, don't bash him. I think he would like pay homage to like New Orleans. I really do.
I think he would too.
They're so like, I saw Juvenile talking. Birdman was going crazy online. Like, Nicki Minaj, like, they're all going crazy. So
Nicki tripping though. Don't nobody want to see you right now, girl.
Nikki is upset.
And you from New York? The fuck out of here!
Upset.
look here, bitch. You from New York?
Mm-hmm.
You can't even outdo Meg right now. Shut your ass up.
Yeah.
Meg out here got people doing TikTok dances and shit. You still trying to hold on to the Barbie look? Fuck out of here.
Well, damn.
My bad, bro. It's just look. I didn't pick sides of they little people. I just hate when people try to make themselves irrelevant when you ain't relevant right now. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Who's putting you on a Super Bowl show? What you singing? What you singing? Let me know. Give me your set list.
I do hope Kendrick brings somebody out. Don't haul. I mean, if you want to make it all by yourself, didn't Usher bring somebody out? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, he bring out Alicia Keys.
Did he bring somebody? Alicia Keys. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to share this with somebody.
He also brought,
share
I
the
think,
moment
Little
with somebody.
John. He brought Ludacris.
That's right. Exactly.
Who else? Did he,
Oh
I think
wait,
he brought out one of the
Rihanna. I think we skipped Rihanna, but Rihanna, she didn't bring nobody out. She was somewhere in there in the last couple of years.
But she had the right hits to be able to do it on her own though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think Kendrick will bring somebody out. I'm gonna hold on to that.
The only thing that Rihanna fucked up on is she didn't bring out she didn't bring out Kanye when she did all of the lights. She did it, but she didn't bring that.
He's not welcome. He was probably at the door like, yo. Yo. That's my song. That's my song.
All the lights.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. But all I can say is, so far, week 1 of NFL, as y'all can see, this was a fully NFL show today. Week 1 of NFL, it did not disappoint. It was crazy. Just to give you guys a little overview before we completely get out of here. If you really looked at it, we had a record low of passing yards and passing touchdowns in this year, created by offense. Barely more than, not even half the quarterbacks in the league right now put up over 200 yards. In the past couple of years, we've had 56 touchdowns in the first week 1. We had 61 touchdowns in week 1. We only had 33 passing touchdowns in week 1 this year. So it was good to see that defense is back. And
one other thing, you're 100% right. Tight ends, as far as fantasy, did absolutely nothing. So I don't know what we about to do with that position. The Mark Andrews, like nobody did. Likely was the only guy who went crazy.
Kyle Pitts had a good game. He only put up 10 points because he had a touchdown.
He had a touchdown. I think he had probably like 3 catches, but like, man, all across the board was bad. So yeah, defense normally starts out. I guess they'll probably start out strong until these offenses figure out how to, get their rhythm and stuff. But
exactly. So it's good to see.
All right,
Hope
brother.
you guys enjoyed football this week. I know I did. Man, I got a good week of football coming up. Pretty after that coming up soon. We will be heading out to the opening game. Well, we having a good time. So y'all catch us in Vegas. But other than that, man, I think it's about it. Jeremy, you got anything for the people?
That's it, man. Set your fantasy lineups.
Yeah, for real. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't leave Jordan Love in when he's on he's out on the IR. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feel like it's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, and don't tilt, man. Don't start going making crazy trades because something didn't work. It's week 1. Calm down. That's all I'm gonna say. Just calm down. All right, man. But you know what it is, man. It's No More Timeouts. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. Drop some comments. We love to read them. We love to chat with y'all. But Roche always tells y'all, make sure you take care of yourself, but don't forget about the people that also got love for you. But with that being said, this is No More Timeouts. Roche and JJ, we checking out. Peace. Such a nice day outside. I'm out of here. Because it's Taco Tuesday. Yay!